to the hottest show in the galaxy. This weekend is completely devoted to just one show. Smiz, play a clip from the show, please.
You think you're smarter than me.
Oh, well, that goes without saying. It's just, it's a matter of genetics.
All right, genetics. Same reason my dick is bigger than yours.
What did he just say?
What did you say?
My penis is larger than yours. Goes without saying, right?
Get your dick out of my fucking face.
You see how easy that was? I see your kind in here like 4 or 5
My
times.
kind?
Yeah. Racist asshole thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. I use some variation of my dick's bigger than yours to get in your head. It works every time. Free chicken.
I didn't fall for anything.
No? You sure? Your eyes tighten. Your neck's fleshed. Even now you gritting your teeth. Those are all tells.
So this one came across my timeline on social media, this clip. And I said, what is this? What is this? So I had to scroll down. Cross. I said, what? Cross is out? Alex Cross? James Patterson? And it's not Tyler Perry? I'm in. So I clicked on Amazon Prime and started watching. And there's 8 episodes. They gave us everything. We got to wait week to week. This is like the old school streaming. Thank you, Prime. Thank you. So I'm going to spend the whole weekend watching the whole thing. And if I can get through the whole thing, because, his dick is big. I don't know. All right, that's a joke. Right. But yeah, no, it's going to be everything. So Aldous Hodge, first of all, who doesn't get enough credit. He's also a producer. So let me just say that. I just feel like he should be in the top 5 of everything. He is what I think y'all think Mahershala Ali is. I'm going to say less. Anyway, y'all going to at me. I don't care today. This is going to say the things. I'm going to just say all the things. But yeah, the Cross is on, and it's the blackest thing on TV right now.
It's so black.
How black is this?
Oh my God. It honestly, it feels, I tuned into this because I thought it was going to be like kind of action-y. And like, so, because I love me a good impossible white man. We fighting 90 people, not getting shot. But it's not really action. It's like detective crime thriller. And I stayed because the intro is the blackest intro I've seen to a TV show. Possible since at least Luke Cage.
Correct.
Where like
it harkens to that. Yes.
Like I feel like in the writer's room with Luke Cage, they had like a table and it had 2 sides. And one side was like black and the other side was blacker. And they just went through each decision in the script and was like, so what, you want to make it just regular black, or you should think we should go black? And it was like, make it blacker.
The blackest.
He needs to get shot outside the Alvin Elliott school. Like he need
Come on.
we need to. He was walking down Rosa Parks Street, going into Booker T. Washington Park. And
this is DC. So this one is in DC. So I don't think you can get blacker than DC. Maybe some parts of Maryland, maybe Atlanta. No, but even Atlanta ain't as black.
And they may create, once again, black or blacker, DC or DCer. They was like, go ahead and make that EU playing in the barbershop when he's like, just put some mambo sauce on the wings.
Come on. So shout out to Ben Watkins, married to Candy Ali. I don't know if she's related to Muhammad Ali, but he's the showrunner and creator of this particular version of Cross on Amazon, which is already number 1. So they don't really need us to go in and make it number. It's number 1 on Amazon right now. Series. Isaiah Mustafa. Y'all remember him from the Old Spice commercial where I'm on a horse. Remember that guy? He's in it. The directors, Stacey Mohammed and Zinga Stewart. She directs the first episode and another one. And Director X. I like Director X. And Carl Seaton. Like the directors of these 8 episodes. So you have a showrunner who's black and the creator black. And yes, it's James Patterson. He don't deserve all of this goodness, I promise you. But I'm gonna tell you when I was really in. Of course, that clip, I was like, this is curious and interesting. A black man standing over a white man with his literal bulge in his face and daring him to do something. And I've met Aldous Hodge, so let me just say this: he's a full-size man, not just in those regions. He's like in a regular dude, like a really
Yes.
nice regular dude who, in my opinion, does not get, even though he's in a lot of things, I feel
Right.
like he
But
should
it's not
be
enough.
talked about. When you talk
Agreed.
about Denzel, and you should talk about Aldous Hodge.
Agreed.
But there's a scene, Roderick. I don't know. Are you finished? What
I'm
part are
on
you up to?
episode 2 right now. I'm
Okay,
on
so in
episode 2.
episode 1, and I'm not giving away too much.
Yeah.
They're in a in the office. There's maybe a restaurant with the police. There's the police lady, the white lady.
Yeah, the commissioner.
The commissioner. There's Isaiah Mustafa. There's Aldous, who plays Alex Cross, who is a PhD psychologist who's also a detective. So he's got a degree, and he's breaking down the death of this guy who was a Muslim, and he's telling him why he could not have pork in his belly, which the coroners found pork in his belly. I'm giving away just a little bit because I want to say something, because it speaks to where we are in this country right now. So he's telling this white lady, who is the police commissioner with no PhD in psychology, who hasn't solved the murders that this man has, who has no cultural understanding, why there was no way that this man could have pork in his belly. And she was like, that's ridiculous. And in that moment, I got angry, right? Because how dare you question somebody? You ain't solved the crimes he's solved, and you don't have the PhD in psychology, and you're not a black person who understands culturally why this man would double down on not eating pork as a convert to Islam. And she said, oh, that's ridiculous. And just kind of flipped him off. Like, so I said, this is America. This is where we are right now, where people get to have opinions with no background and understanding of anything, and you wouldn't lean in and say, really, tell me more. Like, I would be like, okay, like it's, and he was so definitive. He was like, absolutely not. She was like, so you're telling me he would have pork in his? He was like, absolutely, I'm telling you that. And the fact that he even had to, defend himself against this, I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch, because I know he's gonna have a come up, because there's too many black people involved in this to let this white lady get away with this.
Yeah, and like the pressure was on her because she just wanted to like put the crime to bed, to be like, hey, look, we solved it. No need to ask any of these questions about this young black person, because they just a regular black person that's dead. How many questions can there be? And he was like, nah. And even with him being a detective and a cop, I like that the show doesn't avoid it. Like, those conversations come up in the flow of the show between the community and policing, and that's like, stuff like that is always dope to me, because I think a lot of shows, a lot of TV shows, even ones I enjoy, they just avoid that conversation. It's like they just come to the hood. Everybody's like, oh, we love the cops. It's the cops, y'all. High five. And I like that this is a one where it's like, nah, we don't really bang with y'all. And you gotta like do a lot of work to show that you righteous. But yeah, it also just gives blaxploitation to me, and I don't mean that in the like cheap way that people say. It's like elevated black, like it's elevated super black. It reminds me of like Shaft, that kind of stuff, where it's like, oh, this one dude he's a righteous brother in the hood out for justice or whatever. It reminds me of those shows. So yeah, they had me as soon as, like, I think Every Day I'm Hustling came on after he did that interview. I said, okay, yep, okay, all right, locked in.
Yes. So shout out to Ben Watkins. I would love to interview you. You're just like Cheo Coker, Cheo Hodari Coker, who did Luke Cage. There are, we just interviewed Ta-Nehisi Coates on Monday, who has done a graphic novel, has been he was a participant in the Black Panther series as comic book writer. Like, the creative genius, like, and it's, again, I imagine in these rooms we gotta basically beg for people to give us an opportunity, and then sometimes we gotta capitulate to somebody's incredulity around what we know to be a fact, because they don't understand it. I think about Lovecraft Country not getting a second season.
Same.
And it's like, I think about Underground and where they were going, and never got to go there because, oh, we can't fund that, but you're going to give us the Gilded Age, which every episode is like $20 million, but we don't have the money for it because it's a period piece for Underground. Like, it's crazy to me, all of the I won't say it's wasted creativity, but it does feel like unfulfilled.
Yeah, stifled, But yeah, this joint, I mean, it's so good. that it reminds me of all those Black excellent shows, and I hope it continues to stick around. And because the other thing is, for me, I've watched stuff about Alex Cross before. I think Tyler Perry started a movie.
Yep.
And I
He
think
did.
also maybe Morgan Freeman played the character in Kiss the Girls. I'm not 100% on that, but I thought he was playing an older Alex Cross. But I didn't know you could do it like this. You know what I mean? Like if I would have known you could make it this black, I would have been on Alex Cross. I just always looked at it like, oh, okay, I guess that's like a nice story. But this right here, put this in my veins.
My days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I need.